boy, we are back. And it's going to be legendary. It's going to be legendary. Legendary.
For 10 years, How I Met Your Mother led viewers along a long and incredibly detailed journey, leading to the answer of, indeed, how one man met the soon-to-be mother of his children. The show was praised for much of its run for its storytelling, characters, and more. And while the finale was absolutely not the best ever, the alternate ending is much better, look it up, the characters are still eternal and should be remembered fondly. Mainly because of how hard the cast worked to bring them to life. Allow us to show you the How I Met Your Mother cast, then and now. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Josh Radnor. Let's get this started with, of course, the main character of the show, Josh Radnor. He, of course, was Ted Mosby, the man we follow throughout the entire series. Ted Mosby spent the whole series telling his two children about all the highs and lows of his love life that led to him meeting their mom. Though, to be clear, the narration was actually done by Bob Saget right up until the end. Which is very ironic, given that he was a dad in Full House. After HIMYM ended, Radnor starred as a doctor on PBS Mercy Street and portrayed a teacher on Fox's Rise. He also was on the Amazon Prime series Hunters, which, if you recall, was about hunting Nazis, so that was a tonal shift. He also starred in a Broadway production of the Tony Award-nominated play Disgraced, showing just how versatile Radnor is with the skills he has. Radnor is also part of a musical duo called Radnor and Lee, comprised of himself and longtime friend Ben Lee. Their new album, called Golden State, was released in June 2020. So while he may not have been the best storyteller in regards to how he tells tales to his kids, he is a very talented man. Jason Segel. Easily one of the breakout stars of the show, Jason Segel played Marshall, who was Ted's best friend in many ways, as they met in college, and they came to have an even deeper friendship throughout the show. Not to mention, he had a lot of progression in the show, not just in terms of his relationships, but also his job, because he went from an environmental lawyer to a Supreme Court judge. Throughout his time on HIMYM, Segel grew in various ways in terms of his Hollywood presence, like being on Forgetting Sarah Marshall, The Muppets movie, and more. Also, Segel created and starred on an AMC anthology series called Dispatches from Elsewhere. It's the closest I could come to my version of The Wizard of Oz, Segel said of the show while at the Berlinale Series Market and Conference in February 2020. 4 people go on a quest to find a missing girl, and in the process, try to find themselves, find community, and find some of the magic that gets lost. So clearly he had a lot of creativity going into that one, wouldn't you say? And as if that's not enough, Segel is also a New York Times best-selling author. Bet you didn't see that coming. His Nightmares series is comprised of 3 books, and co-written by Kirsten Miller. Segel and Miller also teamed up for a young adult book series called Last Reality. The 3 books in the series are called Otherworld, Other Earth, and Other Life. Kobe Smulders. And now, to Robin. Yes, Robin, aka Robin Sparkles. Among other things, Kobe Smulders absolutely gained a lot of fame by playing Robin, as the fun former TV star turned journalist turned person trying to find the right kind of love, and the one forced to be with Ted at the end. Stupid baritone. Smulders reunited with HIMYM co-star Neil Patrick Harris for Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events. The actress also starred on Netflix's Friends from College, which lasted for 2 seasons. However, what most people know her for outside of HIMYM is that of her role as Maria Hill in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She made her debut in the original Avengers movie, but she has appeared in multiple movies since then, including Spider-Man: Far From Home, and is likely going to be starring in the upcoming films and TV series, including possibly the upcoming Secret Invasion. The tragedy for her, though, was that she got her own show via Stumptown, and it got renewed. But then the global pandemic came about, and the show got canceled, which is tragic because the show was really good. Just as good, though, was that despite being diagnosed with ovarian cancer at the age of 25, she overcame it and has been more than happy to tell her story to inspire others. "I had multiple surgeries to remove the cancer from my body, and thankfully now I'm cancer-free." 11 years later, Smulders told Parade.com in 2018, "It was a rough experience, but coming out of it, I feel stronger for it." Neil Patrick Harris. Suit up. Got your suits on? Good, because it's time to talk about Barney Stinson. Neil Patrick Harrison played the legendary womanizer who had not one, but two playbooks he could use to woo women enough for them to sleep with him. He was something special, as was Harris, if we can be honest here, because before HIMYM, Harris was mostly known for his role as Doge Hauser from his childhood, as well as certain other voice actor roles. But after this, he started appearing in all sorts of things, including being Count Olaf in a series of unfortunate events. He was also in the Smurfs movies, one of the Muppets movies, and he's going to be in the upcoming Matrix film, the fourth one in the franchise. Harris has also been a major advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, and has spoken out about being a gay man, playing a straight man, and more. Oh, and yes, he was in the Harold and Kumar movie multiple times, and even had a role as a Batman villain in the cartoon series, The Brave and the Bold, as the Music Meister. It was there that Harris got to flex his vocal cords and show just how great a singer he is. Harris was also one of the 4 celebrities that were chosen to go and pay respect to Michael Jackson on a special lip-sync battle. Allison Hannigan. Lily Aldrin, aka Lilypad to her husband Marshall, Allison Hannigan was more than capable of portraying the friend and loyal gal pal to the cast. Her relationship with Marshall was one of the cruxes of the show. Leading up to their wedding in the final season and finding out that they had 3 kids together, they deserved it. Keeping up with how fun Lily was, Allison went on to Food Network to go and host a Girl Scout Cookie Championship. For real. I was so excited to be a part of this, because I've eaten my way through a large amount of Girl Scout cookies, the actress told TV Insider. Hannigan has also starred in movies like Abducted, The Mary Stauffer Story, and You Might Be the Killer. Her hosting duties have also extended to the show Penn and Teller Fool Us. So she's done a lot, and you might just see her doing more in the future. Also, she has a couple of kids herself. Kristen Milioti. Yep, we have to talk about Kristen Milioti, who played Tracy McConnell, who was the mom that we were meant to meet throughout the entire show. While she wasn't in the show that long, she did make an impact in her own way. Milioti also appeared on shows like Modern Love, Fargo, Black Mirror, and The Mindy Project. She stars on the new HBO Max series Made for Love, and was a part of Palm Springs, the movie that is on Hulu right now and has gotten great praise from critics and fans. And again, if you want to see the true ending to HIMYM that shows Ted and Tracy being happy together, and not a shoehorned ending featuring Ted and Robin getting together, it's online. Look it up. Wayne Brady, the man who played James Stimson, Barney's brother, is none other than Wayne Brady, one of the most talented guys you're ever going to see on the screen. He made his name in many ways on the first version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?, where he showcased both his improv and singing skills. Since then, he's been in various movies and TV shows, and even had a key role as the villain Gravedigger in the DC Comics TV show Black Lightning. And with the return of Whose Line Is It Anyway? On the CW, you can go and see him back in full force there, amongst other places. So go check it out. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the cast of How I Met Your Mother, and how they have grown since the series ended years back? Do you think that some of these actors have done better for themselves than most? Which of their characters are you always going to remember fondly? Did you like the series finale? Or did you think they pulled a bad move with how it ended with Ted and Robin? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.